Oh my god, Ivan. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. I am trying to turn my computer on, and I'm like, wait, there is a button I was supposed to press, but I don't remember what button it is. So now I'm just kind of fingering my monitor, trying to look for a button. I was like, where's my PC monitor button and get power button again? Anyways, good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? Good morning, good morning. Finding the spot. This is. I understand now why men have difficulty doing this. I'm just like, oh yeah, it is kind of hard to find that right spot, huh? Hi, hi, hello, hello. Oh my God, where is it? Am I right, fellas? Wait, hang on. Okay. Yeah, you guys. How was your day today? Did you guys sleep okay? How's your morning been so far? Maybe I wasn't meant to turn this thing on. Let me see if you know what? Yeah. I'm just like, okay. You pass that hard? Oh, okay, okay. That's good. That's honestly the okay, it's turning on. Where's the video input? I don't know. That's honestly like the best option just because it's like that means that you slept properly. I'm always just kind of like I absolutely okay. It's turning on. It's turning on. It's turning on. Okay. It's. Oh, thank you so much, Melody. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I just woke up from a nap. Actually, I ate too much during my meal, and now I'm all tired. um, protect your files and memories. Back up your PC. Uh. Uh. Okay. I like the food coma strikes hard. As you know, I've been. Oh, thank you so much, Bodge. Thank you, thank you. As you know, I've had food comas ever since I was a baby. Ever since I was a royal baby. Like my mother says that every time I would be crying, all she'd have to do was to feed me a single bottle, and then I would pass out for like the rest of the evening. So that's kind of funny. Um, it's good that I'm consistent. At least it's good. It's good. Anyways, how are you guys doing? I'm just starting up my Discord. It's very very interesting thing. Um, as some of you know, I had to cut ties with a couple people that I've known for a while. I've had to cut ties with some people just like last week or something. But this week, I've been catching up with some old friends that I haven't spoken to in a really long time. So that's kind of really cool. Hi, Chris. Hello, hello. Thank you for the follow. I don't know. So that's kind of interesting to me. Yeah, it's like you don't really. Oh wait, I just turned on Twitch. So hello everybody. Hi Nox. Hi. I don't know if she's still here. Oh wait, she's not anymore. Oh boo. Okay, I just turned it on. But anyways, I don't know. It's just kind of it got me thinking. It's like and whenever I make friends online, this is kind of a weird thing to say, but like whenever I make friends online, I always kind of think of them as temporary, not because I picture myself like not caring about them. It's more of a considering how things have been for me like the past few years, especially in the pandemic. At any given point, I could lose someone important to me. Not that, they pass away or anything, but just that I'll make a friend that I think is really important and then we just stop talking, or we don't talk as much as we used to, or we have a fight or something like that, right? And we never speak ever again. And so, because of that, I kind of think I have to protect my own sanity by thinking of people in a way that would protect me, sort of, and just kind of expect, like, oh, you can get close to this person, but, pretend, like, or not pretend, but, like, I guess, just kind of expect that there might be a chance that you won't talk to this person in 6 months, you know? And that's kind of a really cynical, very pessimistic way of thinking, but it was something that I was thinking the past few years. So just being able to reconnect with some people, I've actually, that's a kind of, it feels weird because it's like, I was expecting like to never hear from these people ever again, and then now we're like talking again, you know. It's not just like one person, it's been like a couple people actually, so that's interesting. I thought we just drift apart and just never speak again, but no, like I'm seeing them around, and they've been like messaging me and reaching out, so that's cool. But also disconnect either yeah, no, because that's just how it is with that type of friendship, right? Where even friends in real life, but especially online friendships, because I don't know if you guys are like this too, but I'm the type of person that I'm kind of like a low maintenance friend, where it's like we could go a really long time without talking to each other, but as soon as you message me or we start talking, I'll make it seem like, we've only been talking, we've only been not talking for a few days, it's like, oh yeah, let's catch up, it's like it doesn't feel like it's been literal years since I last spoke to you. Like I'll be like, "Oh my god, I missed you so much. How you been, buddy?" um, low maintenance friend, high maintenance GF. I think I'm actually pretty low maintenance as a girlfriend as well, just because it's like knowing how I am. I think like I've considered, like Burger King dates as like actual dates. It's like I've never really been given. Ironically, I don't receive the princess treatment that often. A lot of people want to, but it's like I'm just like, I don't need jewelry for gifts. Like if you literally get me a bag of snacks from 7-Eleven, I'd consider that a great birthday gift. Or we don't even have to like go on like really fancy dates. Like we could just order in and just hang out, watch a movie, watch some anime, even just going on a call and just video chatting. Maybe we could play a game. I think that that's like, if you set it out to be a date, then it can be a date no matter what it is, kneel to the king. Yeah, yeah, my dad will whoop your ass. But honestly, this is what's funny. He used to be really strict when I was younger, but now it's like I think he just wants to marry me off at this point, Yeah, it's like, hey, Enaria, you're not getting any younger. You really need to just like settle down already. My And I'm like, but dad, you made it so difficult before. But this is your fault. It's kind of like those especially with girls. I'm sure guys don't experience this that much, but like with girls, it's like, hey, no dating in high school. You gotta focus on your studies or whatever. And then as soon as you turn 18 or 20 or something, they're suddenly like, hey, where are my grandkids? You're supposed to be married and have 3 kids by now. I'm like, mother, please. I haven't figured out how to talk to people yet. Not my problem anymore. Exact. That's literally what he says. Like, I remember a couple years ago when I was asking if I could ever go abroad, and all he said was, you can go abroad when you're married. And I said, why? Why do I have to be married first? And he said, because by then you'll be someone else's problem. I was like, oh, I see. Why? Papa Nario, why? Yeah, he's such a strange person. um, yeah, and so, anyways, so I'm kind of feeling a bit iffy. I'm kind of feeling a bit iffy because while I'm excited that some people that I haven't spoken to in a while, I'm able to talk to them again. There's some people that I might not be able to hear from for a while or ever. because of some things happening, some things brewing. But yeah, I'm kind of sad, but that's okay. Things happen. Hi, Ruben. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's just kind of like when bad stuff happen in your friend group and you're just like, oh man, this is like the calm before the storm. Things are gonna happen soon. That's been happening a lot lately, and it's been making me kind of nervous. Like I'm having fun on stream and everything, and you guys have been helping me a lot, really. But it's like in my personal life, it's been kind of nerve-wracking just because I can sense like some things are happening. It's just like, okay, okay, this is not great, and I'm not really sure how to mentally prepare because I don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't know if it's like agoraphobia or what, but it's like I really don't like it when I'm unprepared for something because it's like, anything can happen. It's like that's why, like, whenever I travel, I haven't traveled abroad, but I've traveled around. Whenever I travel, it's like I overpack because you never know, right? It's like, as my mother says, it's better to have something than not use it than to need something and not have it. You know. So I always feel that way, whether it's actual things in your suitcase or just mental preparation. Because it's like I'm the type of person that needs a lot of like mental preparation, even just saying goodbye to a friend, right? Something like that. Or I mean, like, I was not expecting my friend group to kind of split down the middle, pretty much like during the pandemic. Like, I wasn't expecting that at all. Like the worst of it was literally just last year, like I was so excited, like, oh, now I can go out drinking and go out to bars and stuff with my friends, and we can go do stuff together. And then bam, we're no longer hanging out. Very sad. Even at the pandemic, I was like, oh, we're gonna hang out more, we're gonna cosplay together, we're gonna play D&D every weekend like usual. And then bam, the pandemic happened, and then I haven't spoken to these people in years. Or I mean, it's like I've spoken to them, I just haven't seen them in years, before I met up again with them just last year or something. Never a good feeling, especially if you're more of a brand. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like there's only so much you can do if you're standing on the sidelines, like you're not actually involved. And it's like, okay, ooh, whoa, that's cool. Oh, I can. Oh, I should learn how to do that when I do the thing when I stream on Twitch myself. Oh, thank you, you're teaching me. Yeah, it's like it's kind of just like you hope that it doesn't happen, but deep down that it probably will, and it's probably not going to be good. you know like there's been stuff that's been happening that I've been kind of expecting for like 6 months now, and I'm kind of not really prepared for it. And it's just, oh, hi, Akano. Hello, hello. Good morning. Hi, hi. Yeah, so it's kind of just like, okay, I like, this might lead to friend problems. This might lead to like a friend group civil war, and I'm gonna have to say goodbye to some people or pick sides and then say goodbye to others. It's kind of unnerving. I don't like that. I'm sure everybody's dealt with having friend groups like split up or fight or something, or just losing someone in general. LMS is the easy ways to do this. I don't know how to use that at all. Fed boy, hello, hello, good morning, good morning. But yeah, like, have you guys ever dealt with loss? Oh my god, that loss meme. Yeah, no, but it's like whether it's like a pet, a family member, a close friend, or even just like, I don't know. It's just kind of you don't expect it a lot of the time. You know, that's the thing. It's like no one's just gonna go like, oh, in 2 weeks I'm going to stop being friends with this person. Like, no one ever goes like that. It's just kind of like out of nowhere, just like, hey, you know what? I no longer want to talk to you. And it's I'm not really sure how to feel about that sort of thing, because it's like I try to be emotionally detached. I try to keep people at arm's length, no matter how fun I am having with them. I keep them at arm's length because you never know when you're gonna lose them, and I'm a very feeling person. I don't take loss very well, like whether it's a friend or what. It's like I really can't handle losing more people, but I will. And that's a scary thing, because I already know what it's like, and it's just gonna get worse and worse the more it happens, or the more important the person, right? And that's very upsetting to me. mm, yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, especially if you're close with them. mm, Yeah, I know that's the thing. It's like that happened to me. Like inevitably, like both groups want you to hang out on the same weekend, then no escape. That literally happened last week. Like this, the guy who was helping me out with the PC, he asked me out on, like, I think it was Saturday, and he was like, "Wait, was this last week?" Yeah, it was last week. He was like, he asked me to. He was like, "Hey, are you going to the cosplay convention this weekend?" And I was like, "There was a cosplay convention?" And then he said, "Yeah, let's hang out on Saturday and then have dinner together, because like our other friend is coming in to visit, coming to town to visit." And so I was like, "Okay, cool." And then literally the same day, a girl from the same friend group, but like, it's like civil war, so the guys versus the girls. The girl, like a girl was like, "Hey, are you free this weekend? Are you going to the cosplay convention? I haven't seen you in like 4 years. Also, do you have money?" I didn't give her money, but like I ended up canceling on them, actually, the girls, because I realized like they're a lot more toxic than the guys, and I always kind of felt isolated from, or ostracized from, by the girls. It's like they're they're fun, but only if you're also toxic, if that makes sense. So I weighed the options out, and I was like, okay, I could either hang out with my guy friends, go shopping for PC parts, and eat unlimited fried chicken wings, or hang out with the girls and hear them complain about their ex-boyfriends, and hear them gossip about people in our social circles, and this and this. And also, like, one of them borrowed wanted to borrow money from me. um and I'm just like, I don't really want to go like cafe hopping on a random Tuesday, so maybe I'll just do the guy thing. You were all friends, so naturally same hangouts and times. Yeah, that's true. It's like that's a thing too. It's like being around people for so long, you don't really notice how toxic they are until you actually like look back on things. Because like they've always been toxic. I just didn't realize how toxic until people were dating and then breaking up, and then I realized, oh, this is how they are during a breakup, and then it bleeds into the friend group. And it's like, listen, if you date someone in the friend group, you have to kind of acknowledge that there is going to be some awkwardness if for some reason you guys break up. It's like the fact that like a lot of people have ex-partners means that like statistically speaking, most relationships fail. So if you date somebody in a friend group, like, think of it this way: it's just like, okay, there's a chance that we'll break up. How is that gonna work? Like, will we still be respectful? Will we have like boundaries set in place? Because this is weird, but it's like I like to tell people to like talk to their potential partner like this. It's not I don't think it's weird to establish these things early on, where it's like, hey, like, what's gonna happen if we decide to date and break up. Like, when you're still in the talking stage, like, like, explain like what the other person wants from you, and like what you want from them, right? It's like I heard from somebody that it's like, if we date and then break up, they wouldn't want to hear from me ever again. Like, they would need to block me, and then we wouldn't be friends anymore. I'm the type of person that always would want to extend friendship, no matter what, like whether someone has a crush on me, whether someone dates me and we break up or what, like I'm because like a lot of the time I focus on friendship first. Like dating is never on my mind. It's like that's never like 100, like that's never the first thing that I think of when I meet a new person. That's why like I get kind of surprised when some people, they see a stranger and they're like, I want to date that girl or I want to date that guy, and I'm just like, don't you want to know what their personality is like? What if they make like a really good friend? Like you don't even know if you want to date them yet. Like I always say, someone might be a good friend but might be a terrible partner. And that's what I kind of realized with my friend group. It's like a lot of them are good people when you hang out with them as a friend, but like when you actually date them, they're kind of the worst. And like by then it's like, okay, what do you do? It's like unless they're like actually like criminal, I feel like if two people in your friend group break up, that really shouldn't bleed into the rest of the group unless a crime occurred or something where it's or like they were like really abusive or something like that, right? Because it's like for me, if I dated somebody and then we broke up, as long as it wasn't like horrible, I don't mind my friends still being friends with that person. I mean, it's like our personal beef is just between the two of us. It shouldn't like affect other people's friendships with them. Especially if I'm starting workplace romance, is weird. It always turns. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like when the couple is fighting a lot and they can't just like keep it together. It's like, okay, you guys went into this relationship knowing that you're going to be around each other even after you break up. What on earth were you guys thinking? Like, why couldn't you just like keep it together? Like, they reveal the monster. Shush. But yeah, no, it's kind of like that's a thing too. Like I mentioned, it's a lot of this type of thing leads to civil war and people taking sides and people getting mad at other people for taking what they think is the wrong side. And so it's like, okay, basically you want someone to like either be ostracized from everyone else or you basically want them to quit their job. And that's the thing that's why you guys can basically trust me not to start any romantic relationships with any of the Nexans, because I mean, as funny as it is that it's like none of them see me as a girl. It's just kind of a personal thing where it's like I know that it's going to get messy, even if they seem like a nice person. It's going to get messy, and I really don't want to be trapped in an agency with my ex for like an indefinite period, because I already told you guys I'm planning on staying with Nexus for like 2 to 3 years, depending on how long it lasts or how long I last. So it's kind of like I don't want to be because like okay, so like when it's like an online friendship, you can block them whenever. But if it's like workplace, you're gonna be stuck there until you either quit or your contract is up or what. So I don't want to risk anything like that if I'm still within the company. That's the thing. So it's like only bros, only bro workers for now. I'm only bro workers. My old boss actually got a divorce and it was during lockdown. Felt bad for the guy. Suddenly wanted us to go over. Oh, I feel kind of sad. He wanted friends. Oh no, that makes me feel like he didn't have anybody on his side when he divorced his wife or something. Oh, that's kind of sad. Unless he was a dickhead, and that I don't feel that bad for him. Boo. That'll be a long 2 to 3 years in a cold war. Oh God. But yeah, no, it's like I think you need to have a lot of self awareness. Like, what are you like when you're in a relationship? What are you like when you're in a friendship? It's like, can you handle the aftermath of something like a breakup? It's sad to think that way, where it's like you date someone at work and then you're thinking, oh man, if we break up, is it gonna turn messy? Or can we handle it like adults, right? I feel like it's not necessarily pessimistic because you're not expecting to break up. You're just looking out for yourself. Like, what would happen if you broke up, right? You know what they say, right? It's like, prepare for the, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst, right? So it's like you hope that the relationship lasts a while, but just in case that you guys break up, how would that go? A lot of the time it does turn messy, and that's why someone has to leave the company. And that's kind of unfortunate, but that's what happens. You know, someone just couldn't keep it in their pants or something. I don't know what happened in the relationship, but just bad timing for the. Yeah. That's yeah. It's kind of it's like, so as I mentioned earlier, the thing with losing friends or cutting ties with people is like you don't expect to just out of nowhere never see this person again or never speak to this person again, right? But if it's like a coworker that you date that you just kind of have a messy breakup with, it's like, okay, you wanted to not see this person again, but you're kind of stuck with them, right? It's like you're seeing them in the hallways, or you're in meetings together, or you have to work on projects together. And it's like, ooh, that's kind of that's really bad actually. um and then, like, looking back on it, this is why, like, when I was in like when I was in school, um they never let, if one of the students had a parent who was a teacher, they never let that student be taught by that teacher, because it would be kind of weird and like a conflict of interest if your teacher was one of your parents, right? And so I think the same thing could be said for the opposite, where it's like it is a conflict of interest a lot of the time. It's like, if you can't play nice, don't tempt fate. And that, again, it's like you really need to have some sort of like a self-awareness. Like, what are you like when you break up with someone? What are you like when you break up with friends? For me, my self-awareness goes into, like, I'm always willing to extend an olive branch, or always willing to extend friendship even to people that hurt me a lot. But it's like, I am also a low maintenance friend, where it's like, don't feel offended if I don't talk to you a lot, because it's a lot of the time it's just I'm just overwhelmed with stuff. It's not because I hate you or anything like that. It's literally just like, I'm busy. I can't be DMing people all the time, because it is like, like months ago, I used to do this thing where as soon as I would wake up, I would immediately check Discord, open to see so many DMs from a bunch of different people, and have to spend several minutes answering them like I am answering work emails. And that just takes out a chunk of my time, because it's like, that's if I'm just responding like single messages. But if it's like people are awake at the time I message them back, they will start responding, and then we end up having a chat. And it's like, okay, I wanted to just spend 20 minutes responding to people. I did not expect to like spend another hour talking to someone in an active conversation. Instant messaging, it is it is something. Reminded me of my horrifying past. Oh no, I'm so sorry, I win. But like, what happened though? What horrifying past? Oh man, it's just yeah, it's kind of how do I put it? Mm, I think I think there's lots of things that you could do to prevent a messy breakup or friendship breakup, but it's like it all boils down to, can you act mature to someone you don't like? That's the thing that's very important that a lot of people don't understand. Acting mature and acting civil around and towards somebody that you hate. It's like, I don't care how badly you hate them. If it's not like a criminal thing that you need to report to HR or something, act nice. You don't have to be friendly with them, like in a way that's like inviting them to your birthday party. You just have to, like, not be a dick when they ask you for like a report that you filed or something, you know. It's like they'll walk up to you, be like, "Hey Jimmy, how was the game last night? How about that Packers game? Am I right?" And then you're just like, "Don't be a dick, Jerry," or something. I don't know how office workers talk. You could just be like, you don't have to be cold, but you can be like aloof. You can be kind of neutral. Just be like, yeah, it was okay. I don't really watch the Packers, but like, how, I don't know. I watched something else though. Like, that was cool. It's like you can make small talk with people that you don't know. You can make small talk with people that you don't like, you don't have to act like a kid and just be like, I don't like you anymore. You're stupid. Let's just say lockdowns are crazy, and I got myself in a silly situation where I would wake up to, oh god, oof. Yeah, you know what? I've been experiencing that a lot these days, where it's like, why does all the good stuff, like, I don't mean like good like it's a happy thing, it's more like the juicy stuff. Why does all the juicy stuff happen when I'm not awake? Because it's like, this is exactly why I don't have a Discord server anymore. I'm so busy with all this like Nexus stuff and AniLive stuff that if I were to actually still run a Discord server, I would not be able to moderate any of it. And like, when you're a content creator, or just like when you're the person in charge of a server, you can't just blame your mods if something bad happens, because at the end of the day, it may not be your fault some stuff happens, but it is your responsibility. So I would need to like basically take the L if somebody else fucks up. And so that's why I no longer have that that Discord server, because so many people were just like causing problems, and I'm like, okay, the mods are on hiatus because they have their own things going on. I cannot keep babysitting chat, or like babysit the members, but it's like they only ever do stuff when I'm either out of the house or asleep, and so it's very annoying. So I was just like, you know what, let's just nuke the damn thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh yeah, it's like that's the crazy thing a lot of people don't talk about either. It's like I watch some drama content, whether it's VTubers or just normal YouTubers or streamers or what. I watch some drama content just to keep up with the news, and there's been so many times where a mod, like a Discord mod, does something really shitty in someone's server, and like the person in charge of the server is the one that gets flack for it, not really that mod. Like, people rarely actually mention the mod by name. A lot of the time they're just like, oh, this person, this YouTuber's Discord mod did this to like the members, or something like that. It's like, yeah, it is on you, because you're the one who hired them, you're the one who gave them like the mod feat, the mod role. I used to be very picky about like the mod thing, because the very first mod I had was just like some 16-year-old volunteer who was like a fan of me. And at the time, I didn't have any idea how like that whole process was supposed to go. So I let him be a mod. Big mistake. Lots of problems happened because of him. And he was just like a 16-year-old on a power trip. And that's when I learned the hard way that a lot of people will want that type of power. They would want to have that privilege just so they could brag to everyone else that they have that privilege. And that's why I kind of became picky. This is so funny considering the whole AniLive thing, but it's like I made a Google form to act as like a job application for the mod role, because I needed to ask people, like, how old are you, what your time zone, how often are you online on Discord, do you realize that this is an unpaid thing, like, are you willing to train other people in the future, stuff like that. Just to understand. Like, I remember this one time I had to like reject this one applicant because she basically just said she wanted to be a mod just so she could say that she has the mod role, or that she just wanted a bit like she just wanted the power. And I was like, yep, that's a red flag, that's an instant rejection. Yeah. Hi, Anthony. Good morning. Yeah. So it's like gonna put it on the resume. Yeah. Imagine going to like an actual job interview and just being like, it's like, oh, why did you want to take this job? And I was like, I just want to tell people I work here because it's like a really big company. I don't really actually care about doing the work. I just want to tell people I work here. It's like, okay, that's not great. It's like, okay, like we are not going to accept you at Google. So thanks, I guess. Because yeah, it's like it would be on their resume even if they were just there for like 6 months, right? So it's like you can't be just hiring people willy nilly. Um, so yeah, it's like even as simple as something like that, as something like a Discord server for a random VTuber, even that you would kind of need some sort of decorum, some sort of like class, You have to be mindful, modest, demure, classy, even in like something like that, because it is technically a job. It is technically a work environment, even if it's unpaid and it's just like for funsies. Okay, so I guess story time now. More story time. The thing with that 16-year-old mod that I had, right? Again, he was my very first mod, so I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I literally had to learn from scratch like how to use Discord because I wasn't actively using Discord before. And so I was like, oh, I need to have a Discord server and I need to know all these features. I need to know how to make the channels and everything. I had to run things myself for a while. Hi, Lunara. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Yeah, so it's like I find it super silly if it was unpaid. Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's very silly. Okay. So, are you allowed to put internships on your resume? I feel like not really. Like odd jobs. I don't think you're supposed to put those on your resume. You could have that in special skills, but I don't think you should put like I helped my dad fix up a car one time. I don't think you should put that on your official resume. um so the thing about that mod, because like after that 16-year-old, I did get a 20-year-old, a 27-year-old, and like a 19-year-old. I think at some point a 22-year-old as well. But like that 16-year-old mod definitely put it in my head that I never should have accepted anyone just because they offered, or just because like they're very eager. Oh, I also had like a 33-year-old who was kind of useless. He was such a dick too about it. He was like trying to act all high and mighty, being like, oh, like you seem like you need a lot of help running your server, so I'm gonna offer my services. I have experience being a mod. I'm a mod in like our mutual friends server as well, so I know what I'm doing. So I'll help you out, Enaria. And I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. And then the fucker never even was active in my server. I think he joined like one or two VCs, but that's it. He never actually did his job as a mod. And then he even showed me, like, we were on call once. And then he was like, oh, let me share my screen. Let me show you how I'm a mod in this other server. And then when we went over there, he was like, wait, she took away my mod role. That's crazy. And I'm just like, hmm, if he hasn't noticed that he didn't have the mod role until that moment, that meant he also wasn't going to that server. That's why I needed to put that in my in my mod application. If you're gonna be a mod, you have to actually be in the server a lot, because the problem with me not the problem is that there would be times where I would have to go do some stuff, right? Whether it's sleep or go out, touch grass or something, or I'd be working. I can't be in the server all the time. I won't be able to catch important things that happen, right? Something might happen while I'm out or sleeping. So that's what the mods are for. And then so if the mod doesn't show up like ever, isn't even a normal member, like, because because I don't mind if they're not there all the time, but they should be there sometimes or most of the time, right? Otherwise, like, why are you even here? um yeah, exactly. So I had to just kind of I just get rid of that guy. He got real mad that I didn't consult him first before getting rid of his mod role. I was just like, bro, you haven't done your job one time. Who do you think you are? You offered your services and then did not do those services. um it's like if someone was like, "Hey, I'm noticing that you have a lot of overgrowth on your lawn. Let me mow your lawn for free this Sunday." And then they don't show up. I'm just like, "Bro, I didn't ask for that. Like, why did you offer? Why did you say that you would do it and then not do it? It's like you might as well not have said anything." Hi, Crunchy. Hello, hello. Good morning. But yeah, so the thing about the 16-year-old, again, it's like a workplace relationship gone wrong. So what happened was this 16-year-old mod, right? He joins. He's okay at first, but then he did have an issue where he kind of abuses power for like a couple days. And I was like, okay, you need to stop that. And I lectured him about it. And then he was like, okay, fine. And then he did get better, and I was like, okay, he learned his lesson. I don't have to scold him again. But yeah, honestly, I should have just like gotten rid of him at that point. At that first sign of a red flag with the power tripping, I was like, okay, maybe he just needs to be corrected a little bit. No, I should have just gotten rid of him. That was a really big red flag, and I didn't notice right away. Or I did notice, but I didn't understand it. He brings in his girlfriend and his best friend, people who have never seen any of my streams before, so they don't even know me. And he's bringing in these random strangers to my server. I thought that was weird but like at the time, I was just thinking, I was like, oh, well, I guess maybe they could be, active server members, or they could be like people that end up becoming new fans. But yeah, it's like if you're bringing in people, like if someone brings in a bunch of randos to like a VTuber or just a content creator's like server, it's not because they think like, oh, this VTuber is so cool. I hope my girlfriend and my best friend end up watching her too. No, they're basically using your server in place of their own server. It's kind of weird. The fact that he was a mod was also a bad sign. Again, lessons learned the hard way, but oh well. And then eventually, he and that girl had a terrible breakup. Um, I don't really fully understand what happened, but because I heard from multiple different people, I had to conduct like interviews and stuff and interrogations. So it seemed like the guy cheated on her with her friend, and so she broke up with him. And she was venting to a friend, or she was venting to like one of the other mods and to another friend, and then and they were in VC together on the server. That guy, her ex, went in there and basically like yelled at her, and then even said her name out loud, like her full name. And so like the other mod and like the other guy both defended her and got really mad at him for basically doxing her to them, right? Like they didn't know her name. Like that was so uncool to say in front of other people. So that was very unchill. And then they were like fighting in the general channel, general text channel. And then so we had to like clean up a lot after that. They were like cussing each other out. I had to scold both those mods because the 16-year-old obviously needed to be put on timeout because that wasn't chill, and I needed to conduct interrogations. And then the other mod, the 20-year-old, he should not have gotten so angry so publicly, especially at another mod, because that just looks bad. So I had to scold both of them, and so I was out two of my mods because they both got into a public fight. Hi Karma, hello, good morning. And so I basically had to put the kids in the corner. um and again, this happened when I was like busy, so I was like so annoyed that I wasn't around for this, and that's what makes me nervous when things happen, when bad things like happen when I'm not around. Like there were so many times where I was around and nothing happened for a really long time. The one time that I wasn't there, something happened. That gives me a lot of stress. because this keeps happening. This has happened a couple times already. Um, and so yeah, so after that, I kind of decided, okay, I need to not only get rid of his mod role, but I think I did get rid of like the 16-year-old's mod role because he did something bad. With the 20-year-old, I just gave him a talking to. I was like, okay, I understand. Oh my gosh, Nano, hello, coworker, hi hi. With the 20-year-old, I told him, I was like, okay, I understand why you did that, but you really should not have said any of that publicly. So I'm putting you on timeout, but you're not like you still have your mod role. And then eventually, after I finished conducting all the interviews and interrogations, I decided, okay, not now the 16-year-old is just a normal member, the 20-year-old's on timeout. And then for like maybe a few days, the 16-year-old would keep picking a fight with his ex girlfriend. Again, he was the reason this ex girlfriend is in the server in the first place. He brought her in. She never watched any of my streams before. She still hasn't. She was just like brought in as like a random person, so she shouldn't have even stayed, but she made friends with some of the people there, so she did. And then and like every time she was around, that like 16-year-old would pick a fight with her. And again, like they just broke up, so they really shouldn't have been like talking much in the first place. She even said like, guys, like, I know we broke up, but can we please like can you guys like not bring it up? I don't want to think about it. But like her ex just kept like fighting her every, it was basically on site every single time. Like they would, like she was just trying to mind her own business and get over like the breakup, and he was like picking a fight with her. And that's the thing too, right? It's like if you're the one who cheated, maybe you don't have the right to do any of this. So I felt really bad for the girl. Hi, Deskun. Hello, hello, Lily. Hi, hi. Good morning. Um, yeah, and so that was kind of iffy. I feel like if you're the perpetrator, you really don't have any room to argue. You don't really have much of an argument in the first place, right? Give so many flashbacks. Oh gosh. So yeah, that was very icky. And I just felt really bad for the girl, and I was like, okay, while technically the ex-boyfriend was initially my viewer, my regular viewer and my active member and first mod, he's the one causing problems, so he's the one who needs to go. Even if the girl isn't really a fan of me and she was just in my server because he dragged her in, she gets to stay because she's been behaving, she's been chill, but like he has to go, right? And then the fucker kept coming into my server. He kept arguing with me, being like, "No, no, no! I promise. Like, I'll behave this time. I'll use an alt account so they won't know it's me, right?" And I was like, "Fine, but you have to promise. You have to actually behave, right?" He comes in as soon as he sees the other mod and like the other guy who defended his ex girlfriend. Like he immediately starts picking a fight with them. I'm just like, okay, you're getting banned again. This fucking kid like made like 5 attempts breaking into my server on an alt account and then picking fights with the other guys. I'm just like, bro, if you want to stay in the server, you can't just keep picking fights with them. I'm gonna know it's you. What the heck? Because it's like, what does he really want, right? It's like he wants to be in the server because like he's a fan of me and everything, and he wants to like keep up with the streams, and he wants to hang out with his other friends and everything. That's fine. He wants to continue enjoying like movie nights and game nights and whatever. I don't mind that. But it's like the prerequisite is to not pick a fight with the people that you fought that made you like go crazy, and like now you're banned. So it's like that kid was just being so freaking annoying about it, and it was really tiring having to deal with that, because it's one thing if it was like, oh, he's suspended and then he's back, and then he still causes problems. No, I banned him like multiple times, and he just kept making a new account. It was really annoying. um yeah, no, that's the thing, because I yeah, Yep, exactly. That's why I no longer make any teenagers a mod, because I was, it was already kind of risky in the first place, but like that really just proved to me like, yeah, kids gonna be kids. Even the 30-year-old was being childish about me like removing his mod status just because he was completely inactive. At least the other mod was really nice about it. He was just like, oh, like this was like the 27-year-old mod that I had. He was like the only one that was actually kind of professional, but was not a good fit because he immediately had to go on hiatus. I was just like, God fucking damn it. So for several months, I basically had to manage my own server by myself because I wasn't getting any new like applicants that I thought were a good fit. I had like maybe 20 people wanting to be a mod for my server, and then only a handful of them were even close to being kind of okay, especially considering like the roster I had previously. So that's why you have to be very careful about who you pick to be like a mod for your Discord server. You cannot just pick friends, because a lot of the time your friends are incompetent. I'm sorry, but that's true a lot of the time. Unless you're friends with like a bunch of responsible professional people, which is very unlikely because it's the internet. A lot of the time your friends cannot be mods just because they're your friends. Like when I first thought about like having a Discord server, I did know that I had a lot of underage viewers. Like they weren't like necessarily 8 years old, because like eight-year olds don't go on Discord. They can't. You have to be 13 and up. I had a bunch of like underage teenage viewers, and my previous friend group, they were very very adamant about the fact that they hate kids. Like two of them like very much hated kids. Like one of them just didn't like being around them, but two of them hated kids, because of some stuff that happened with yeah. And then I'm just like, okay, I have a group of like 8 people, and I can only make one of them a mod. Everyone else is terrible, a terrible choice. They're either incompetent, or they're going to be completely biased, and I can't have people like that as a mod for a server that might have underage kids. Like I need people to be like completely professional, whether it's the members or the mods or what. Everybody needs to be professional. In a way, a super fan relatively competent would be bad. Yeah, that's the thing. Since being too defensive is a bad look as well. That's what I thought was also not great, because yeah, it's like you don't. How do I put this? I expect that the people around me call me out when stuff happens that I did wrong. It's like I don't want to be surrounded by yes men. I don't want to be surrounded by fans that if I do something wrong, they defend me to other people rather than criticize me personally for doing the thing that's wrong. So it's like if ever I fuck up again, like in a royal way, I hope I can trust you guys to tell me like, hey Anaria, maybe that was a bad move, baby girl, maybe that wasn't great, maybe that wasn't very mindful, modest, or demure. So yeah, I get scolded by staff enough times, but it's never like so serious that I might get terminated, which I think is kind of funny. But it's like I'm teetering, but it's like I'm getting better. Because that's the thing that's kind of funny. Like ever since day one, the staff were already thinking that like I had a lot of potential to make it big, right? It's just that I need a lot of direction and I need a lot of support. So it's like, I mean, for example, Lulu, Azila, it's like they're doing things, they're making moves, they're definitely thriving. Even Poet's thriving, Clotho, and like he's actually reaching out to people, which I still can't get myself to do. Like I'm too terrified. I wanna set up collabs and everything, but I'm just like, how do I do that without coming across as like a clout chaser? That's what makes me nervous. It's like, where do I meet these people? Do I just DM random VTubers on Twitter, just be like, hey, I like your content. You wanna do this type of thing for a stream? You wanna hang out in a VC for like half an hour or something, see if we vibe. What do you think? I don't know. Establish yourself. Exactly. It's like it's like my problem was I was kind of focusing on growth, and that was making streaming very unfun for me. And then after I came back from the hospital, I kind of realized, you know what, let's go back to basics. Let's just like enjoy streaming again. Let's just have fun on my streams, because it's like you guys don't take time out of your day to watch a VTuber and then have them not have fun on their own stream, right? Like that is kind of a bummer. Like it's okay if like the streamer like gets sad or upset every now and then, but if they're like just not liking streaming anymore, then it's like, oh, okay, kind of, kind of a weird mood right now. I'm not attuned to Twitch meta that much. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's fine. I like the whole slow but steady growth, because at least like I'm not losing followers. At least I'm not like even if it's like one or two followers on Twitter every day or whatever every other day. That's better than losing like a huge chunk of followers because I did something stupid again. Any small channel should be honored to. Ah, you're so cute, Teh. Thank you, thank you. Um, but yeah, no, it's kind of like if any of you are pursuing content creation, honestly, like even the biggest channels have a lot of imposter syndrome, and chasing the numbers is not like the best way to go about it. Like you can be smart, you can be, you can have that ambition to grow, but if your only goal in mind is to make money and make your channel bigger, you're not going to enjoy like the craft. You're not going to enjoy like streaming anymore. That's why like when people get into YouTube just to make money, it's not as authentic or as fun as people that just wanted to make videos because they wanted to make videos. And that's the thing that I want to like remind you guys on, like if ever you decide to like do content, whether it's gaming content or commentary or video essays or edits, it's like why are you doing that? Like are you doing it for the quote unquote right reasons, or are you trying to be famous? Because I was watching this video recently about this VTuber that was doing some shady stuff. And then you can kind of tell that this person only became a VTuber in order to be famous and in order to talk to girls, like in order to collab with other female VTubers. And I'm just like, man, why the why they gotta act like this, man? It's like those are definitely the wrong reasons to start VTubing. I started VTubing because I thought it'd be fun while working on some art stuff behind the scenes in order to hone my skills and develop my craft and whatever. Plus, it seemed like fun. And also, I think of it as like an outlet for me. I think of it as like escapism, as much as you guys watch VTubers for escapism. I also use it as a way to escape. Mhm. I think you know who you're. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Oh yeah, no, because like I just watched a video recently. That's why I was just like, ooh, yuck, 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 yuck. Um, Tracking numbers trends is one of my interests, but yeah, seems like a real bad thing to focus as a content creator. Keeping track of stuff like that is good if you're working as a content creator, because the algorithm is supposed to be your friend. You need to feed it in order to get it to like you, right? But if you only focus on like trying to make it big, you're going to ensure your downfall, because a lot of the time people that do that is like, okay, you followed trends. Now what? Are you just gonna keep doing that indefinitely? Because it's like, it's like following trends is like a quick and easy way to ensure that your channel does not have longevity, because everything you do is gonna be automatically dated. You're not gonna have substance because all people know you from is like a viral meme or something. But like what happens if they actually go to your channel? It's like, what is there that you have to offer? Like, do you do any type of content that isn't something that everyone else has done already? Because like when you follow trends and nothing else, all that means is like there's so many other content creators that offer the exact same thing, you know. when the toaster guy. Oh, I wasn't talking about the toaster guy, but he is one of them. Yeah. I hate when I go to look for schedules and Algo gives you a note for drama. Like, bro, yeah, I know. It's like it's so weird being on Twitter nowadays because I told you guys that I haven't used Twitter in like 4 years, and that's why I'm still kind of clunky about like the algorithm and how the environment is. Like that's why I use Twitter like it's Tumblr, because that's how people were using Twitter back in the day, you know. But now it's like a lot of drama. Like, oh my goodness. Like I'll go on Twitter and then see something and then I'm just like, whoa, that's a dumb post. And then the next day I'll see it on YouTube as like a drama video. I'm like, whoa, that thing blew up. Whoa, that's crazy. I was like, I was there in its rawest form. Whoa. Random question. Oh yeah, good. Good morning, Descon. Random question. I know you've been working on a lot of Twitch art assets. Do you have any music work? Not yet. I was going to ask my friend, but it's like he does a lot of How do I put it? He does like um. He does like backing tracks and beats because he raps and stuff. So I'm like, so when he gave me something to work with, I was just like, okay, this does not have violins at all. This is thank you, but like this is not what I was asking for, I guess. So I was thinking like, okay, I guess I'll go look for some music, I suppose, and then just maybe pay for it or whatever. I don't know, or maybe use free to use music. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Dover syndrome. Um. Okay. Okay. A lot of for you regarding the a lot of yeah. There's a lot of stuff like that. It's kind of a bummer. A lot of cracked mecha artists are only on Twitter, so I'm forced to use it. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, yeah. That's where I'm getting like a lot of ideas for VTubing stuff because I'll see somebody like posting about a really cool live 2D rig that they worked on, and I'm just like, oh, that's a really good idea. I wanna hopefully incorporate that in my future models or my current model or whatever, like my current rigging. Every streamer seemed to use Dova and other free BGMs. I think I remember this indie VTuber friend of mine. They told me about some websites, and then I think I saved it, but I forgot. I'll ask her again. That's what I wanted to ask. Violence is your fave, but what sort of vibe would a more jazzy transformation of it be okay? Initially I wanted something like, you know, like royal core, dark academia, like think, you know, not necessarily Vivaldi, but like I mean, I'm sure everybody's heard like Spring by Vivaldi's yeah, his Four Seasons thing. I thought that was pretty cool. Tchaikovsky might be a little too dark, depending on like what kind. Acid jazz, that's a funky thing. What is that? But yeah, like no, jazz is okay. It's just, I don't know if that's the vibe I want to go for. I want to like, cause I think lo-fi is good, but not for my aesthetic, right? Like it's going to be a princess bedroom, so it's not gonna have lo-fi. That would be kind of funny though. Persona soundtrack. Oh, is that what it's called? Okay, okay. It's weird when there's overlap with the song choices. Yeah, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of when, you know, whenever like a YouTube vlogger from like the 2010s would use like those free like McLeod like free background music that he makes, and then it's all the same like freaking like free to use royalty free like ukulele music, and then I'm just like, oh, not this again. Hang on, let me. I don't know. It's like you guys know this one. Hang on. And wait, let me look for it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Was it this one? Yeah, that this fucking thing. I'm sick of hearing it in vlogs. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be making some slimes. This some back to school slimes. Make sure you have all the ingredients. You're gonna need some Elmer's glue, some contact solution, and some paint. Ew. Gross, gross. Get away from me, 2013. Oh, come on. Don't you like this type of music? Don't you love it? Wait, this one as well, I think. I think it was this one. Yeah. Wait, nope. That's an ad. That's an ad. I feel like this fits my vibes more, like my personality. But this is not the vibes that I want for my streams. Acid jazz, my beloved. Oh my god. Um, something like regal music. Waiting room into nerdy Vaporeon. No, no more Vaporeon talk. No more. Or getting me pent up before work. Stop. Stop it. It's funny though. It's funny. But yeah, cursed. Very cursed. This one was goofy too. This one, I like this one. But like, holy shit, the amount of times I've heard this in a freaking YouTube video. I'm sick. I'm sick to death of this music. It's my Yoshi identifies as a Vaporeon. Oh god, no. Gigi Bear, hi hi, welcome. Or Gigi Bear. Hello, hello. It's I've seen so many toxic beauty gurus use this music, and now I have kind of like PTSD. I got some of that like post traumatic Down syndrome. I can't keep saying that. Holy shit! It's just overused because everybody used like Kevin McLeod music. Like his whole thing when he dropped his music was that he made it so that people had free to use music to use for videos, because a lot of people started making YouTube vlogs. And so this is top 10 Minecraft pranks. Shut up. No. Yeah, so it's just kind of like I understand, but I don't like it still. I'm kind of bothered by it. So we're just gonna stick with the jazz for now. But yeah, no, it's like I would like music that was a bit more classical. I did try to think about putting it through like an AI generator just to get an idea. Like I'm not gonna have AI make the entire thing, but I wanted to have an idea of what sound I was going for, and then like maybe look for someone on Fiverr or something. I don't know, but it's like it is funny, like that you're just like, oh, like Nova, what? I am gonna wait. I'm just gonna look that up. Mhm. But yeah, you guys are right though. It's like a lot of people have been like using the same music because it's like you guys ever listen to like a bunch of those like free like royalty free like background music playlists, especially like the cute cozy like lo-fi ones, or not even lo-fi but just like cute BGM, like with the cute little characters, Japanese and everything. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna have the same songs in their playlists, right? Mm-hmm. Ubiquitous among, yeah, yeah, I agree. I haven't heard the name, but it's like looking at the website, I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it now. Because like these titles are familiar, so I'm just like, oh, yep, yep. Oh, speaking of which, I was told by my friend like where to find those. Have you guys ever seen those like YouTube shorts, like those VTuber shorts, where they have like those little goofy little Japanese cartoon characters, like those clip arts? I was like, is this like a Hollow Live thing? Like, where do people get these little dudes? And then it turns out there was like a website specifically for that, and like all the VTubers are using it, and that's why like they all have like access to the same like PNGs. I'm like, oh, I don't want to use those. It's like as cute as it is. I kind of like the idea of using a random stock image of a man rather than just like a cute little dude. Oh, maybe I could do that whenever I talk about Manisan or something. I'll just have like a faceless like stock image character or something like that. Oh, we have new staff members too, so it's like maybe I could just have them like be like little PNG guys, little stock image photos. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know what RTPN is. What does that stand for? I don't know. I don't know what that means. It's a band. But what's it stand for? What's it mean? What's it mean? What's it mean? What's it mean? I'm gonna look up RTPN and then it's probably not gonna show up at all. And it's gonna be something else. Oh, are they actually just wait, are they actually just called RTPN? I thought it stood for something, you're shortening it. Wait, what does it stand for then? They're Finnish. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, so it is the name. It is the name. What does it mean though? What's it mean? What's your wiki? Yeah, I know everyone's just like RTPN, RTPN. But what mean? They did not say. Wait, let me see the wiki. Hang on. Where is the wiki page? This is I'm just annoyed now. Well, not annoyed. Oh my god, that one's in Russian. That one's in Russian. Okay. They do not. Okay. They did not say what their name stands for. So that's frustrating. And now I'm gonna just have to wonder my whole entire life and never know. No one's ever gonna find out. Very sad. Very sad when that happens. They have less than 3K subs on YouTube. Ah, okay, okay. I mean, yeah. It's like, have you guys ever heard of ska? I like the very first time I heard of ska was was when I was playing Dream Daddy, that game that Game Grumps developed, that dating sim that Game Grumps developed. And then yeah, and I thought that that was really funny. It was basically like I remember somebody explaining to me like ska is essentially just like alternative or like punk music or whatever, but add trumpets and then imagine what would what what like what was his name, Patrick Stump from like Fallout Boy, what he would look like if he dressed like a hipster, and then just imagine that, and that's what ska is. And I was like, what? But yeah, no, it's like I didn't know ska was so big. It's like you guys are, yeah. It's like I've never heard of ska before in my life, and then after I heard about it, I kept seeing it everywhere. Like I kept hearing people mentioning it. I was just like, was ska really this big? Like it didn't seem like it was popular enough for me to hear about it at all until like I played that game. But no, it's like it seems like many people have heard of ska, and many people like ska. Lots of ska. Any ska fans in the audience? Wait, should we listen to some ska? Time for ska beat. Oh my god, should we listen to some ska? Oh my god. Okay, wait, hang on. I know there's like some ska covers. Jesus. Hmm. Oh, this one's good. This is by the band Real Big Fish. It's their cover for Take On Me by the AHA. By AHA. It's like I could imagine this if this was like a reggae cover. Like it has like the BPM for like a reggae cover, but it's like it got trumpets. It's definitely got trumpets. Two of them actually. Do you guys like ska? It's definitely interesting. I mean, ska is not bad. It's just I'm just surprised. Like that was like basically the main difference between this and like a normal like punk band. Just the presence of a trumpet. I think it's very funny. Just the presence of a trumpet is enough to like turn it into ska. Is there a Smash Mouth All Star ska cover? I'm looking it up. All Star cover. I'm sure there is. It seems ripe for the picking. I listen to a lot of pop punk covers, so this was like very interesting. Ooh, there is a ska cover. I don't seek it out, but it can be fun to listen to. Yeah, I think that that's a lot of things like this. It's like it just needs to show up on your timeline one time, you know. Is this just one guy? Hang on. Ain't no way this is like one dude. Oh my god, it's literally just one guy. This is Smash Mouth. Yeah, this is All Star cover by Ska Tune Network. It's literally just one dude in his bedroom. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Do you guys ever listen to one man bands? Like they sound so goofy because every time they have like a show that has like a one man band, they it's always like a guy with like a bunch of instruments on him at the same time. But like a one man band would be something like Owl City, you know? Like technically Owl City is a one man band. Like it's not like a whole group of people. It's just the one guy. Who else? The Ready Set, I believe, was also a one man band. I thought Maroon 5 was a one man band because I only ever heard about Adam Levine. I didn't know there were other members. I didn't think it was like an actual band. I thought it was just some guy. Are hilarious and impressive. They're great. They're great. Isn't it in the name? I don't know. Maroon 5, and I'm just like, that shouldn't mean how many members there are, right? Like, I only ever see Adam, so why is this a band? I thought it was just a guy like outsourcing instrumentals. I guess I don't know anymore. Yeah, no, it's like he keeps going through like band members, I think. Oh, that little. Should I play Dream Daddy in the future? I think it's kind of funny to just make content that's like, hey, I'm unmarried and I'm struggling to find a partner that's suitable for me, so I'm just gonna date a bunch of random dudes like on stream for you guys. Like I'm still waiting on certain dating sims to come out. But there's some dating sims that I have that I'm wanting to play, but I don't think it'll be good for a stream or a video. So I don't think I'll play them in front of you guys. Like, you know, there's just like I feel like as content creators, people think like we need to make everything into content, but that's not true. Like you have to pick and choose. You have to be like, okay, I want to play this game, but I don't think this would make good content. So are you gonna not play it, or are you just gonna play it privately? Or are you gonna force your audience to watch something that you know is boring, right? Right. The Jackson Five. Oh yeah, that's true. It is. Gotta get ready for work. Enaria with all the dating suits. Don't forget Super Seducer. Oh right, yeah, I forgot about that. I already. Great job, Enaria. You're like, don't forget about it. I'm like, I already forgot. I'm gonna have to. Actually, no. I was. I know, like. I know this is like kind of early, but I actually did want to like end stream soon. Like I know I've only been like up for like an hour and a half, but it's like I did just wake up from a nap, so I mean I'm kind of still eepy. What is the pigeon dating sim? There is a pigeon dating sim. Hang on. Hatoful boyfriend. Oh, this is what people were talking about. I heard people mentioning this, especially in the VTuber community. People were mentioning Hatoful boyfriend, but I've never actually like seen any screenshots from the game itself. I did not know it was pigeons. That is hilarious to me. I'm writing that down. Oh, it's on Steam. Okay, that's good. I have Steam. Yeah, it's like realistically speaking, a lot of these dating sims probably will not be like full like series like on my channel or on like on my streams. It's probably legit just gonna be like one really long stream rather than like a series of a bunch of different streams, like because even I would get bored if you guys like if we were just like playing the same game over and over. It's like I like the variety, and it's just kind of like I want to just try things out rather than like making you guys like subjecting you guys to all of this. Pigeon, my beloved. Okay. Yeah, Tethera, are you still here, bruh? Are you still here, bro? Secret agent. Hey, hello. Good morning. Hi. But yeah, had the full boyfriend. There's a lot of stuff I want to try out. Should I do that later? When's my next stream? When is my next stream? I think I have like a while actually before. Yeah, I have a while before my next stream. So I wait, no, hang on. Yeah, so I don't. So yeah, my next stream is still tomorrow. So I actually have time to test out some games. Like I've had what's a discomfort streamer? It's someone that makes you uncomfortable because everything out of my mouth, some of it might not be family friendly. Someone you don't enjoy watching. No. It's like you know how I always say a bunch of weird shit. It's like as a comfort streamer, make sure that you feel safe and comfortable and loved. A discomfort streamer, which is a term I coined because I don't think I've heard anyone use this word before. I literally just came up with it. I was just like, I provide discomfort because it is the exact opposite of that. I want everyone to feel unsafe and on edge every time you're around me. Like you guys are never gonna know what I'm gonna say next. Crunchy to help me out. Oh, okay. Cool. Wait, why crunchy? Yeah, so anyways, edging. Shut up. I see, that's what I mean. I was gonna laugh at it too, but I was like, maybe they did not notice that I said the word edge. But you did. You did notice. You did. I can always count on you, chat. But yeah, so I was think it's like it's funny because I've had this PC for like a week or two now, and I haven't actually tested any games on it. I played like Vroid Studio. Like it's not really playing really. I've been using Vroid Studio to prepare for like VR chat type games, or not games, but like VR chat type videos or streams. And so I've been like trying to make custom models and everything. But aside from that, I haven't actually used like the PC to play any type of game. So maybe I could do that today since I won't be stream like my next stream won't be for another like day. So that should, yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I do actually want to sleep. I want to go back to bed. So like, yeah. What if I enjoy this? Shut up. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming. Haha, coming. Thank you so much for coming to my stream. Hope to see you guys on my next one. But until then, take care. Bye, everybody. Thanks again for the restream. I win. Bye, everybody. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. And Goon, yeah, yeah. I'm like, oh man, it's hi, Goon. Bye. Bye, bye.